At this depth, the ship is a continent of rust.
Rivet lines tell you where metal wants to fail.
Entry is always a negotiation with edges.
Silt is the trap you can't see until it blooms.
Curved frames are where confidence gets stuck.
Cabins carry private endings. Inside, everything is heavier than it looks. Touch less. Seamer.
Cloth becomes a rumor. Bone remains a fact. Leaving clean is surviving later.
Even signs become guesses down here.
Pipes turn corridors into snares.
The ship still hides pockets of life.
Exposure is damage. Observation is enough.
When the ship speeds, you listen. Grandeur doesn't survive, space does.
Walls become compasses when rooms become oceans.
Crew spaces show routine, not luxury.
Names resist the ocean longer than voices.
Workplaces become tombs the same way, quietly.
Down is where the ship grows louder.
Vertical spaces punish panic.
Loose metal is a moving knife. Curved frames concentrate stress and traps. In a wreck, stopping is the first tool.
Labels survive longer than their meaning. Scale is the ship's last weapon.
Travel becomes inventory when disaster hits.
Openings invite hunters.
Predation is routine here. Your presence is the anomaly.
When the outside gets busy, go deeper inside. If it moves without you, it will move because of you. Rooms built for comfort become fields of hazards. Public spaces witnessed private fear. The hinge is history. The seam is opportunity. Break only what is already broken. New rooms don't mean new air, only new risks. Objects survive best when left alone.
Sound is the ship's warning system.
Every meter inside is borrowed time.
Downhill routes collect everything: water, rust, and mistakes.
In a wreck, the quiet corridor is the honest one.
Snags are silent until they aren't. Labels survive longer than the rooms they named.
Force makes rubble. Patience makes passage.
The tiniest movement can erase the only evidence.
Some stories fit in a palm until you touch them.
A thin strip of rust can weigh as much as danger. The ship changes its accent as you move forward.
Luxury doesn't glow down here. Only structure remains.
Big rooms don't forgive drifting.
Look first, move last.
Value survives as shape, not shine.
Sound means stress. Stress means relocate.
Tight spaces deter your sense of direction.
A working ship is measured in tools and trays.
Even a kitchen becomes an archive.
Narrow frames are where entrapment begins.
Below, the ship feels less like rooms and more like anatomy.
Hatches concentrate damage like funnels.
Heavy objects don't move until they finally do. Opening is easy. Preserving is hard.
Predators read movement more than shape.
Some rooms still keep their secrets under the first layer. Retreat is a skill, not a failure. When the ship seals a path, you negotiate a new one. Break only what is already failing. A new corridor is a new set of rules.
Open voids magnify every mistake.
The wall is the compass when the room's too large.
In silt, movement is the enemy.
When sight fails, the line becomes memory.
Passenger routes always lead back to windows.
Windows are invitations to you and to them.
Predators patrol edges. Portholes are edges.
Safety is sometimes just fewer exits to the ocean.
If it gives, it can also take.
Small rooms hide big hazards.
Emergency tools become relics.
Sometimes the corridor tells you who else is nearby.
Light discipline is survival discipline.
The ship tightens around you as you go.
Oval frames are where exits become problems.
Stopping is the fastest way out.
Where prey scatters, predators return. Every choice here becomes a map you must obey.
Doorways fail into traps, not exits.
Below decks, the ship turns into machinery.
Hatches concentrate stress like a throat.
Big rooms don't forgive drift.
Vertical routes hide the fastest failures.
Here, the floor is a fog machine.
A torn edge is a silent knife.
Even lost mail had a destination once.
Some letters never reached a shore.
The sea kept the outline, not the name.
Light attracts curiosity in the deep.
Sometimes the safest move is not moving.
Cover is geometry, not courage.
When windows disappear, the ship grows quieter.
You don't open a wreck, you persuade it.
Break only what's already breaking.
A new door means a new failure mode. Rooms shrink when the sea moves in.
Touchless. Learn more. A gesture can outlive a century. Bigger spaces mean bigger disorientation.
The wall is your compass when the room is too large.
Open voids invite drifting and panic. In silt, stillness is a tool.
If you can't see, you don't swim, you measure.
After fog,
you earn your direction back.
The ship's forward heart is built thicker and breaks slower.
A tear is an invitation and a warning. Travel ended here, but objects kept drifting.
Revealing is enough. Removing changes everything.
The ship sorted people and baggage together. Stronger current means a nearby opening.
Open water is where you become visible.
Predators investigate motion, not metal.
When danger swims outside, you go deeper inside.
Stairs become cliffs when the treads vanish.
If the ship whispers, you listen with your fins.
Luxury doesn't survive, structure does. A small opening is safe than a dramatic one.
If the silt is untouched, the story is still arranged.
You enter as lightly as you would leave.
Private objects become public evidence.
The room kept its witness.
Leaving clean is part of surviving.
A draft in a wreck is a warning.
Hanging metal is time delayed.
If prey moves fast, you move slow. The ship always has another layer. Every entrance is a wound in the ship's skin.
Signs survive longer than the routes they promised.
Force is loud. Patience is safer.
A small opening is still an opening if you keep visibility.
Closed rooms keep secrets longer. Exposure can destroy faster than time.
Some passengers never left their last room.
Sagging panels don't fall fast until they do.
If the ceiling moves, you move first. Choose structure over curiosity.
Detours are part of the ship now. Backing up is not failure, it's procedure.
The ship's veins still point to its organs.
Messages were meant to travel. They stopped here.
Some doors only open when they break.
Small metal survives, but context collapses.
The ocean turns sets into lumps.
Big rooms create big disorientation.
The wall is the safest map.
In silt, motion is the enemy.
When sight fails, the line becomes memory.
Tight corridors multiply risk when you turn around.
Light invites attention in a place built for darkness.
Passenger corridors hide hundreds of private endings.
Voids invite drift, then panic.
The wall is the compass when the room is too big. Stop first. Fix second. The ship offers exits that are also temptations.
Sometimes danger is just passing through.
Light is a beacon. Predators learn beacons. Big metal doesn't mean stable metal.
Cross only what you can read. If it could trap you, it will.
Lower decks mean heavier silence.
Cargo spaces carry the ship's hidden economy.
Open the hold, and the hold opens back.
Holds are where silt out becomes total.
Sometimes the bravest choice is retreat.
Predators patrol edges, not rooms.
Airless doors still lead somewhere.
The exit can cut you if you rush it.
Outside is safer, until the ocean decides otherwise.
Feeding makes animals unpredictable.
One last loop through the ship, then out.
Snags don't need force, only contact.
A perfect doorway is already gone.
Crew spaces preserve routine in rust.
The smallest labels carry the largest lives.
A room stays readable only if the silt stays asleep.
Even luxury becomes simple shapes down here.
Time survives as an object, not a measure.
final reach can last a century.
Big openings erase direction fast.
The wall becomes the only compass.
In a void, drift is the first mistake.
Stillness is how you survive a whiteout.
If sight fails, technique becomes sight.
Sometimes the ocean argues right outside the wall. In the deep, light is a signal.
Every dive ends the same way. Find your way out.
Exits are where accidents like to happen.
Outside, the ship becomes landscape.
Seeing can be enough. Taking is not required.
The sea rearranged the evidence by force.
Sound means stress. Stress means move.
When something bigger arrives, you become part of the wall.